carry on with our series, and I am sure that it has been blessing you and opening your understanding on some topics that before you would struggle with. Today, we go into truth number 11. So think about the past 10 experiences you had through our Godllywood moment and how it had helped you to understand some things in your life, some reactions, some thoughts that maybe you didn't understand or led you to choose wrong. Today, we are going to speak about loneliness. So the title is Loneliness is Better Than Being Emotionally Unsafe. Not only emotionally, but physically and spiritually. Let us understand why we human beings don't like to be alone. It comes from God. Adam, God's creation, was in paradise with the Almighty Father. But God Himself, who is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, Trinity family, looked at Adam and said, "It is not good that he is alone. I will make him a trustworthy helper." In other versions, compatible, comparable, idoneous helper. So God Himself saw the importance that Adam would have a companion, a friend, someone who would give him physical, spiritual support. And don't think about cooking and cleaning, because in paradise, Adam didn't need any of those. When God had given Eve to Adam, it was actually to be with him constantly. So now, think about this. If God saw the need of giving us companion, automatically you understand why we human beings don't like to be alone. And how hard it is when you see people around you, friends, when you see maybe sisters getting married, dating, having someone important in their lives. And I want to broaden this, not only to love life, but friendship as well. However, first and foremost, love life is essential even to protect our salvation. So when you see that God has given Adam, Eve, someone who would complete him, it was brought in us the sense that we always need to look for someone who will actually complete us. Think about this. How many times you felt alone? Even in the midst of friends or family members, you felt yourself alone. You felt alone, and the first one that came your way, you did not think if he was compatible, if he was comparable, if he was a man of God. And when I say a man of God, I'm not saying necessarily a church goer. I'm saying someone who resembles the characteristics of God in his life. So you said, here is my companion, but that relationship brought a lot of pain. Maybe you are still hurt. Maybe you are still enduring that pain because you wanted to give commitment and he is giving you back infidelity. You wanted to give respect. He does not appreciate you. He does not respect you. You want to build, so you put 2 bricks, and it seems that with his own actions, he removes 3 bricks from this construction called love life relationship, aiming marriage. And that you were driven to because you felt lonely. And when you are disappointed in a relationship, when you are betrayed, when you are mistreated, disrespected, and you think about, this is not working, there is a thought that comes to you. And how about being alone again? No, it's worst if I am alone and I don't have this person next to me. Let us think together. Are you not alone anyway? because instead of completing one another, it seems more like you are trying, you are pushing, you're giving all your commitment and efforts, and he is not there for you. When you think about couple, he thinks about himself. When you think about the family, he thinks about his family. Sometimes you are even experiencing financial strain because not enough taking care of your own expenses, you have to take care of him, and sometimes even to be ready to stretch your budget to help his family. But when the situation is opposite, he's not there for you. Or who knows, you are trapped in a relationship because of financial strains, and you're so disappointed, you wanted to do something of your life, but you don't have the courage because at the end of the day, you depend on him financially, and you don't see that you can change the situation around. So it says that loneliness is better than being unsafe emotionally, but I go to the extent to say, even physically, who knows if in your relationship he has been violent, he has been rude, he has been pushing you away, he has been humiliating you before your friends, before family members, even before his other girlfriends. Tell me, is it worth it? Is it paying back? Because to be alone is not a bad thing. When first you are one with God, then honestly, you're not alone. You have a father, you have a companion, and with God in your life, you're going to receive discernment, how to go ahead with your finances, how to choose the right person. The same way that God has given to Adam, a woman that was compatible, comparable, you need to find God's son to complete you. Not that he will make you happy. While you seek happiness in other people, you are actually putting your life in the hands of human beings who fail just like you and me. When you find happiness in God, being alone for some time, it brings you stability, emotional stability. It brings you dependence on God, and it makes you to see your value. You don't need to be tossed and turned, to be disrespected, just not to be with someone. When you find that partner for life that God will give to you, then you are going to be safe, first and foremost, in your spiritual life, because God is ahead of you in your decisions. And because you have a father who takes care of you, who honors you, who loves you, the son that he will bring to complete you will do as much. So the problem is not being alone. The problem is that whom are you choosing to be your partner? And that is leading you to be unsafe in your spiritual life, unsafe in your emotions, unsafe physically. Do you truly think that God has created you, a beautiful woman, to suffer like this? As a father, he's jealous of you, and he wants to give to you a comparable partner. You will complete him, and he will complete you. Also, don't think about receiving only. For you to have someone who will add on to your life, be ready to add on in his life. Relationships are give and receive. If you only give, or if you only expecting to receive, that is not a balanced, healthy relationship. Until our next, God bless you all.